Hey, it's D-Rock. Over the weekend was the Mid-Hudson Comic-Con, and you know your boy had to stop in and try and look for some Invincible keys. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any Invincible keys, but I did find a couple other real cool little goodies, so let's check it out. Alrighty, here is the showroom floor of the Mid-Hudson Comic-Con that went down over this past weekend in Poughkeepsie, New York. As you can see, just tons of booths, different things from Funko Pops to comics to different creators, art prints. There's even a tattoo artist there. As soon as you walk in the door, there is a huge display of different Funko Pops. I was tempted to get that Man-Thing, man. They had the Resident Evil cosplay group here with the little Resident Evil game set up with the guns and everything. Different action figures, graded stuff, G.I. Joe, tons and tons of wall books, slabs, Silver Age, Bronze Age, modern, any kind of comic you could think of was at this con here. A bunch of different old school statues. I had my eye on the Apocalypse for sure. Some G.I. Joe, the Hobgoblin was real sick, man. Incredible Hulk as well. And then you had, of course, more and more Funko Pops. These things always have tons of Funko Pops. I did like this Corrupted Venom a damn lot, though. He looked really cool with the tongue sticking out and everything, as well as this Undertaker Purple Pop signed by the man himself, man. Really dope. Then he got some sick keys back there. Spawn #1 signed by Todd McFarlane and Spider-Man. Come on, man. All kinds of great books at this show. Not exactly what I was looking for. I was trying to hunt down some Invincible books, but great books nonetheless. There is their little Invincible there, the Maestro, some X-Men, some Spider-Gwen. You got the first appearance of Gambit, Miles Morales, bunch of different slabs here, Secret Wars, some Star Wars stuff, more Spider-Gwen. Another big old selection of books, man. Different slabs in here, some X-Men, Mr. Sinister, some Uncanny X-Men. It was just great to, hang out with everybody at this con here, look through all the books. As I said, I didn't find what I was looking for specifically, but I did walk away with a couple things that were pretty cool. Great Silver Surfer Black issue there, some Turtles, some Spider-Gwen, Strange Academy, some Miles Morales Spider-Man. So it was a good selection for our area too. I mean, we're it was a smaller con in the city of Poughkeepsie, New York, and it's just cool that we have this type of thing going on close by for everybody that lives in this area. Not everybody can get out to these big old cons like San Diego and New York, so it's great to see something like this pop up in our neighborhood. Got the J. Scott Campbell, Rogue Man, some G.I. Joe in here, and then I did stumble upon a little bit of Invincible. Not anything I was particularly looking for. I'm looking for like the first appearance of Conquest. Really just a bunch of random books though. But I mean, Invincible does just have such fantastic covers, man. I almost did just pick up all of these books just to have in the collection because I don't have anything besides the hardcovers of Invincible so far, man. But love Invincible covers. One of the greatest comics of all time. So if you have not checked out Invincible yet, you definitely got to do that, man. Love the way the colors pop on that Thrag. Awesome stuff. I really do wish they had the first appearance of Conquest, though. That's what I'm looking for. If anybody has it, man, reach out to me. Hit me up. And then we had Orion Gary Brown's booth here. Ninja Turtles, Bloodshot, Usagi, Darkwing Duck. He had a great little booth here. Me and him chatted up for a while. It was a great time. I ended up getting that boys version variant signed by him. He had some great art prints here in his book. Some Masters of the Universe, some Turtles stuff, some Always Sunny in Philadelphia stuff was fantastic. The Wrestle for the Troops was very cool, man. I love that like old school wrestling flyer. Some Last Ronin early years stuff, man. Ryan Brown's just a cool dude, and he's got fantastic artwork. And then I made my way to this the SideKick Comics and Comic Supplies booth here. Ended up getting that Predator one, and also ended up grabbing one of these great comic book dividers for your long box. Just separates all of your books. Was a really fun time at this con. There you go, a quick little tour of the Mid-Hudson Comic Con that went down over the weekend in Poughkeepsie, New York at the Civic Center. Wasn't able to find any Invincible keys, unfortunately, but I did find some other cool stuff while I was there. I did grab one of these SideKick comic book dividers. Ingenious idea, man. You just slide it in your long box or short box and it just separates your comics. There's a little tab here to put a sticker on so you know what comics are in your box. And it also will give support in your boxes if you do stack them as well. Just insanely ingenious, man. So if you want to check them out, that's SideKick Comic Supplies on Instagram, and I'll leave a link down in the description. They also had comics, so I ended up picking up a Predator #1 from Dark Horse Comics, the first appearance of the Predator in comics, first printing. Super excited about this book, man. Always been a huge fan of this book. Never could find it at a decent price or in the shape that I wanted it to be, so I was very happy to find this one there at the con. Then one of the other cool things was they had a bunch of different creators there, comic book artists, and Ryan Brown was there, so I ended up getting this The Boys Virgin variant, #1 from Ryan Brown. He gave a little signature on the bottom. We talked for a while from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, just a comics, Invincible, of course, whatnot, all kinds of things, man. Very cool dude. Check out Ryan Brown on Instagram. He's known for doing like the Last Ronin stuff. He's done covers for IDW Publishing, Scout Comics, Image Comics, all kinds of things, man. Fantastic artist and an even more fantastic human being. Very cool dude. And then I also found these pillow pops, man, from there. One of the little booths there. There were tons and tons of different booths, from like jewelry to art prints, all sorts of things. But I did find this great pillow, the double-sided Captain Spaulding and the Terrifier. Great this little store, man. They had some Chucky stuff there. I'm a big horror fan, so I had to get this. Very cool. So Pillow Pops is their name if you want to check them out on Instagram. They do have like a big cartel store and stuff like that. I'll leave a link down in the description as well. And then another group of people that I had met there was this Big Dumb Monster podcast. I hope I said that right. But great guy, man. Talking about basically every Monday they have a podcast episode talking about monster movies, basically a movie that has a monster in it. They watch it, then they talk about it and kind of bullshit. Very cool dude. I checked out the podcast. It's pretty cool, man. It's available on all major podcast platforms, and it's also on YouTube as well, so give them a listen for sure. All in all, it was a fun time, man. Met some new friends, got a chance to meet up with some old friends, found some books. Unfortunately, didn't get any Invincible, but this was a nice little warm-up for New York Comic Con, so I'm looking forward to that. Let me know down in the comments what local cons you've been to this year, or if you're going to New York Comic Con. And if you're going to New York Comic Con, let me know. Meet up with me there. I would love to say hello. As always, I appreciate you watching. Stay safe out there. Peace.